What is up, nerds? It's Mr. Storm, and this is your introduction to digital business applications. You're probably thinking to yourself, what is this class? I don't know what I'm going to learn. This sounds like a bunch of nonsense words put together. You're kind of right. But I'm going to talk about what you're going to learn in this class. We're going to go over the disclosure. We're going to look at the schedule. We're going to look at the Google Classroom. We're going to do all that fun stuff in this video. And then when you're done, you can go ahead and move on and continue working on the material. And you can start doing stuff and being awesome. Let's talk about the disclosure first, so we can get that fun stuff out of the way. So, what this class is. So, course description. The business world is progressively more reliant on digital technologies. The Digital Business Applications course is designed to prepare students with the knowledge and skills to be an asset to the collaborative, global, and innovative business world of today and tomorrow. Concepts include the overall digital experience, digital communications, digital media, and the exploration of career choices. This course also provides practical experience in professionalism, using various forms of presentation skills, including speaking, podcasting, and digital portfolios relating to the globalization of business. Whew, that's a mouthful. Basically, what you're going to learn in this class is you're going to learn how to use applications to do business. That's the class, right? You're going to learn about some of the common applications that business people use. You're going to put together some really cool stuff. You're going to record podcasts. You're going to make videos. There's all kinds of fun things you're going to be doing. You're going to design your own business cards, right? So there's cool stuff you're going to do in this class. There is no textbook or materials that are required for this class, okay? When you get in and you sit down and you log into the Google Classroom, that is your textbook. And that's also where you're going to turn in all your assignments. You don't have to bring anything to this class. The only exception would possibly be headphones. If you have your own headphones that you want to use, you can bring those and use those in my classroom. That's totally fine. Why is this Cadet Planet? We're looking at the old disclosure. I'll have to change that link. This is the new one. Boo. All right, that part's still good. That part's still good. All right, yeah, you don't have to bring anything to class. So, you'll be completing an assignment pretty much every day you come in. And these assignments are going to be tied directly to the core material that you need to learn. Every assignment is mandatory. You cannot miss assignments. And you cannot miss assignments. They must be turned in on time. Okay, and you must do every one of them. If you are turning in assignments late, stop it. Just stop. Stop it. You're in high school now, okay? You're basically an adult. Like if someone saw you out in public, they'd probably confuse you for an adult, right? You're at that age. You need to stop it, okay? Just do it. Just do the right thing. Turn in assignments on time. If this is something that you struggle with, if this is something that you're still doing at this age, you need to figure out how to stop it immediately. Do not be the person who's still turning in late work. Because if you're still that person, then you're going to be that person in college. You're going to be that person in when you get into the job market, and you're going to be that person who's going to get fired, honestly, because as an adult, you can't do things late. It's not acceptable. But if you do turn in something late, okay, if you miss an assignment, what's going to happen is I will mark it as an M in Aspire, which is essentially the same as a 0. It's a missing, right? And this just reminds you that, hey, you didn't do this assignment and turn it in. At that point, I will contact your parent or guardian and send you guys an email and just let you know, hey, you didn't do this assignment on time, and I need to figure out why. We need to get it in as soon as possible because you're missing it. So you don't want that. When you do turn it in, you will only be able to get a maximum of 75% of the total grade of the original grade, basically. So you're going to lose 25% just for turning it in late. That's your little punishment. That's your little penalty you have to pay for, not doing things on time. When you do turn something in late, you must send me an email letting me know that you turned it in late. I will not go back and check every Google Classroom page and every assignment we've already completed on the off chance that you may have turned it in. Okay? If you don't send me an email, I won't know. Don't come up and tell me, because I'm going to forget. Because chances are I'm not grading late work right when you come tell me. I'm probably doing something else and I'm going to forget. Okay? Send me an email so that there's a record that we've had that conversation. And when you do send me that email, I need to know what assignment it was. I need to know that you're in digital business applications. And I need to know what class period you're in, because I teach this class multiple class periods. I need to know those things. I also need you to put a subject line in the email. If you send me an email without a subject line, I won't even read it. It's a safety thing. It's a security thing. So I don't open emails that don't have a subject line. I delete them. So make sure you write a subject line or I won't read it. Rules and consequences. So all UMA rules for conduct and professionalism and all that stuff apply in this class. Probably more so in this class because this class is focusing on being professional in a business environment. So everything that you produce, everything that you make in this class is going to be professional. Okay? Basically, if you wouldn't do it for your boss when you're actually working for a job, you're not going to do it in this class. So we are going to focus on business professionalism in this class. Don't plagiarize. Okay? Plagiarism is a nasty, nasty habit that some people get into, and it's really hard to break out of. Just don't. Okay? For two reasons. One, it's just a really crappy thing to do to somebody else. You're taking their work, you're not giving them credit for it. It's lying, it's stealing. You don't want to do it. The other thing is, if you plagiarize, there's no way for me to know what you actually know and what you don't. And I can't help you if I don't know what you don't know. If you steal or copy work from someone else, I don't know that you don't know it. You know? And then I can't help you. I can't give you one-on-one instruction time. I can't sit down with you and go over material that you're confused about. I just can't. So it helps you if you turn in an assignment that maybe is less than it should be because you're not understanding it. Because then I can look at that and go, oh, they really didn't get this part about e-commerce or about online pay systems or whatever. And then I can go back and talk with you about it and see what you were missing and try to help you figure out, what you need to do to get to where you need to be. Anyway, that's just my spiel. Don't do it, because if you do, if you plagiarize, it's going to be an automatic 0 for the assignment. You're not going to have the ability to make that up. And there are going to be other consequences as far as administration is concerned, right? It's going to be reported. You're going to have to go down there and talk to them. And you're going to have that crying meeting with your parents where, you're in there and I didn't mean to do it and I won't do it again. You'll have to have that whole meeting. You don't want that meeting. That meeting sucks. So don't do it. What else? You don't really need to socialize in this classroom. There are going to be some, it says right here that there are no assignments that require group work, and that is true. But there are some assignments where it's probably going to help if you work with somebody else. But you don't need to socialize in the classroom. Okay? And you'll see what I mean when we get into those assignments. You'll see what I'm talking about. But this isn't a place to socialize. This is a place to work. And I expect you to be working when you're in this class, not socializing, not talking about what you did the last weekend or whatever. Do that during lunch, do that after school. Don't do it in this class. The rest of it you can kind of read on your own and go through it at your own pace. Let's talk about the schedule. Let's talk about what you're going to be learning and what you're going to be doing in this class. All right, so first thing you're going to get into is we're going to talk about career opportunities. We're going to talk about what careers can you have based on this information you're going to learn. Okay, that's good stuff. You can start thinking about this material and seeing kind of what you might want to do when you grow up. Then we're going to talk about professionalism, how to be a professional. We're going to talk about some of the applications we're going to use. We're going to get into ethics and legal understandings of, we're going to talk about the legal side of what we're going to do. We'll talk about interpersonal communications, how to be professional in an interpersonal environment. We're going to talk about the global environment of business and how businesses are connected on a global scale. Talk about different communication strategies, navigation, how to use global positioning to navigate, and how to use navigation software to get around and find where you need to be. We'll talk about how to find images to use in developing materials. We'll talk about how to back up images and save them properly and put them where they need to be so that you don't lose them. And then at the end of this term, you're going to make a business card. You're going to design a business card, and then you're going to create an infographic, a professional business infographic, which we'll talk about when we get there. Then in term 2, we're going to focus mainly on audio and video. So I'm going to teach you how to use audio and audio editing software, audio recording software, and how you would use it in a business environment. We're going to talk about what a podcast is. You're going to listen to some podcasts. And then you're going to write, record, and edit your own podcast. That's going to be cool, right? So you're going to do that. And then we're going to get into video. You're going to look at some of the video applications out there that you can use for business purposes. And then you're going to write a tutorial. You're going to learn how to use the camera properly. You're going to gather materials for your video. You're going to shoot your video and then edit your video. So you're going to make a video about how to do something. You're going to be walking someone through steps, kind of like what I'm doing right now, but hopefully yours is better than mine. Okay? But you're going to put together a video. You're going to produce a video in this class. And at the end, you're going to build a portfolio. Essentially, basically, you're just going to build a website. And you're going to put your video and your podcast and some of the other stuff that you've built for this class already. You're going to put all that stuff online for other people to see. And that's the class. That's the whole semester. So let's look at Google Classroom really quickly. If you take a look at Google Classroom, you'll see that some of these things, it says watch the following video, but there's no video yet. Depending on when you're watching this, there may or may not be a video on some of these. A lot of these I'm editing the videos and rendering them right now, so they will be there. When it comes time for you to actually do this material, you will have that there. But if you get to an assignment and it basically is just this, there's nothing for you to complete yet, so don't work on it. Just wait, and I will get there. This stuff will be prepared and developed and produced and whatever before you are expected to do it as per the schedule, right? So right now, if you're watching this video, the first week of school, there may not be as many lessons developed. So you may not want to work as far ahead as you possibly can. But the course structure is basically there, and it's going to be basically the same thing every time you come into class. You're going to be learning something new, going through a video lecture given by me. I'm going to be talking about and teaching you about a new subject, and then you're going to have some kind of assignment that proves that you are paying attention and you understand the material. And that's how the class is going to work. Everything's going to be done in Google Classroom. So you don't have to worry about printing off, worksheets or any of that stuff. It's all handled online. So you can do this stuff at home if you want, and you can work faster than my schedule. Just, you can only work as fast as material can get produced. So that's, that's the one limitation. But you can work as fast as you want. You can't work slower than my schedule, and you can't work faster than I can produce material. So there's a fine line there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, come talk to me. I'm more than willing to answer any questions you have. I'm going to be here every day, so you'll see me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks for paying attention, and I'll see you next time.